Hello, all you beautiful souls. Adrian Lee here, and I just really wanted to talk about Donna. I never say your surname right. Anyway, Donna, that'll do.
Yes.
um, there are people in my life that have just helped me so much and give incredible information. And since last year, I've been bugging Donna on many different occasions. And then last year I had a situation with a contact and a friend of mine, and I'm going, what is this all about? What why have I got this connection with this person? And I contacted Donna and said, can you help with this situation? So before I get into that, Donna's not used to doing these types of things. She's one of these like secret people that behind the scenes have this amazing information and is secret. So, and I know there's many people like that out there, and many people deserve a shout out, but I'm able to do this right now. So we met last year. You gave me some incredible information. I actually put your name out to a few friends of mine, and then they started inviting their friends. In fact, one lady, Sarah, got you to come down to Southampton. She booked you up for 2 days, and everybody was blown away by your information. So, Donna, could you just maybe just introduce yourself and say what you have been doing up until this point, and then we'll explain what you did for me.
Okay. My name is Donna, and what I do is I tune into your higher self, the galactics, the angelic realm, and all the realms that for the highest good of you. And what I do is I ask them what you need to know for your highest good to help you grow, for your growth, and for your and what you're presently going through. I ask for guidance. I ask for help. I ask to help in any way that you possibly need. And I get the downloads and then I write them down on a piece of paper for you. And then when you come on, I link into your energy field and ask you questions. And then you reaffirm what I've asked you. And then we work through what issues you have in the best possible way we can.
And absolutely. And you've done that a few times with me last year.
Yes.
And I would say that I actually started this process with another good friend of mine, Melissa Connor, a few years ago. But obviously, when I met you, you actually took it in a different direction as well. And of course, sometimes you say things that people don't necessarily like hearing. So, but but healing is the only way, right? We've got to feel into that information and
Yeah.
deal with.
The reason we don't often want to hear it is because we live a lot of our lives in denial. We live a lot of our lives in denial and in conditioning, and we're told to be quiet, shut up, and get on with life. But there's always this nagging part of us that feels like it's unhealed. It feels like we can't go forward. Often people say to me, I feel stuck. And really, the only person that's made them stuck is themselves. And we always seem to stay on the lowest timelines, and the possibilities of the highest timelines we tend to deny ourselves. So what I do is I link into your highest possible timeline and give you the information you need. You don't always necessarily want to hear it, but if you work through it, once I've given you the information, you work through it yourself, you can create wonders for yourself. It is all about your own self-healing. It's just that I am a conduit for your guides to tell you where to go to heal. So
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And that's what you've been mainly doing up until I said to you, and you are brilliant at that. And there's so many people down here on the South Coast that you've come to on Zoom. And then obviously my friends, well, Sarah actually got you down to Southampton and booked you up for several days with her clients. But then I had this situation, and this is amazing because I don't know anybody else who does this. I'm sure people can, but you do it. And I said, can you tell me what my past lives were with this particular person? And it was quite incredible. So I was actually planning a trip with this person. And then, you know, I knew there was something going on, and we won't say any names, but basically you just came through, and it was no wonder I was planning this trip. It was no wonder I had this stuff going on, because you come through and told me all of these past lives we had. In fact, I think we were quite emotional when you were giving me that information. And then after then, I actually was telling some other people, and that now I've had like 3 readings with you with people from their past lives, and all have absolutely made complete sense of where we're at in this lifetime, and you know what we've had in past lifetimes. So, you know, do you want to? And that's a kind of a new service now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, can you say anything about that?
Yes. What it is, you approached me and said, could I tell you about a certain person in your past life connection? So I instantly have this fascination. I thought, oh, this is fascinating. Let me go check this out. So I linked in, and all of a sudden I got these amazing downloads of your past life with this particular person. And it was so fascinating. And I found out that you two were certain people I'd never even heard of. And the downloads were really fascinating, and how you two had become together and why you were together in so at this point, but might not necessarily be together in a continuous point. And it was so interesting how you two had spent so much past lives together that had impacted right to your lives at this moment. And I really, really enjoyed doing 2 people readings, because I get to work with 2 energies, and also those 2 people interact with each other, and then you open up and say things to each other you possibly were afraid to say to each other when you were individually just together. So it acts like almost like a counseling, a reconnection, and an explanation for why you're together now, and helps you go forward. So to me, it's absolutely fascinating. I love it. I actually find it easier than tuning into one person. I don't know why, but the more people I work with at once, the more I tune in. I kind of can tune in quicker. I don't know why, but it's just really, really fascinating, and I absolutely love doing it. I love it, love reuniting people and explaining to them why they're together, why they're having the issues they are having together. And it takes it away from the humanness, and it brings it into a more spiritual connection. And there's a lot more forgiveness for each other, and there's a lot more understanding why that person triggers you in so many ways. So it's so many multi-levels to explanation of why this happens and why you two are together. And it takes it to such a beautiful level. And I feel really privileged to be part of that reconnection.
And I feel really privileged to get that information from you. And I know the other 2 people that I had the readings with, so we came on together, and you had already got the information, and you just gave it to us. And I know that both the other 2 people were absolutely fascinated, and they both come back to you because the information was really relevant, you know. And in fact, it's not always tricky. In fact, sometimes it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
That first one was absolutely beautiful. Now the other 2 for me were going, okay, I need to look at this, I need to feel into it, and you know, acknowledge what's going on here, particularly the third one where I actually work with them, and it's like, okay, this is why we're working together, and this is what we need to get over. And it's so much easier when you can actually acknowledge that and feel into it. So I want to thank you. And I know that, you know, you are doing some amazing stuff. You're a bit of a secret. I know what's coming out from you middle of this year, which is going to be awesome. In your stuff. Maybe I'll just leave it there until then. But how can people, is there anything else you want to say, and how can people get hold of you?
Well, people can get hold of me by my website, or they can look me up on Facebook. I'd just like to say that I feel I'm here to be of service to whoever needs me. But I will say that you have to put in the work yourself. I will get guided to the information, but it really is down to you to put in the work afterwards.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. So you mentioned your website, what is your website?
It's psychictroubleshooter.com.
Psychictroubleshooter.com, yeah. And that's exactly what you are.
Yeah.
But also you're incorporating maybe what past lives people have had together. Yes. Well, you are incorporating that now anyway. So So that's it for me. I would, as always, not everybody resonates with someone, and that's the way. If you resonate with what I'm saying when you're looking at Donna, and then I would definitely encourage anybody to get in contact with her, to explore any of that opportunity. But obviously, it's not for everyone. I must.
Absolutely.
And we all have our own people to go forward with. And Donna, I love you. Thank you so much for coming on today. Anything else you want to say before we go?
I just want to say, Adrian, thank you so much for being a support for me. You have changed my life, and I appreciate you so very much. Thank you.
Well, we're all helping each other. People have changed my lives. You've changed my life. Lots of love to everyone.
Lots of love to everyone too. Thank you.